I was supposed to die that day.
No, don't say that!
Faster, faster. First letter.
A.
The line.
A plague of
both your houses.
That's at least 20,000 tons that hit you.
Not a good kid.
The same dump truck hit the car again, head on.
I don't even understand how I'm talking to you right now. And why you weren't killed on impact, because you should have been. Maybe one day, you'll tell me what you remember.
Do you remember the ride in the ambulance?
Bits and pieces, they come and go.
You have to remember this.
Beautiful, McKenna.
His memory should eventually return.
What do you mean?
I've worked a lot of crash sites over the years, and in situations like his, we're always expecting to pull a dead body from the car.
I would sit home with stacks of photo albums and I would flip through them and I would quiz myself because I couldn't remember people's names. It's like all the info was in there, but it wouldn't come out. It drove me crazy. Family, close friends, I would flip through pages and I would see how long it would take me to remember their names. And then I'd flip through it again and I'd try to do it faster and I'd try to do it faster and I'd try to do it faster every single time. And it was so hard to describe to people what it was like. Happier about it that you remember her. Hey, Ashton. After 2 very full days of a lot of emotional work, that is a wrap on Caleb Bill B. Dude, you killed it, man. You killed it.
Will you help us bring this story to life? Unravelled is a beautiful drama about deep friendships, about feeling different than everyone else, about having a teacher who believes in you, even when you don't believe in yourself. We filmed our proof of concept trailer in November of 2023 and released it online in February of 2024. It's based on a very serious wreck I survived many years ago.
What's your name?
I forgot it.
It's in there. Come on. Tell me who you are.
I'm so excited. I finally get to see what's it like to be on a set. I had never auditioned on camera for anything in my life. I had never even been an extra. I knew nothing about acting other than some theater over the years. And so it's early morning call time and I'm driving on the outskirts of Tulsa and I have not much memory of the event. I can remember my car up to a certain point, and then it's blank for a while. I remember waking up in my car, and I didn't know where I was. I didn't know whose car I was in because the glove compartment was sitting in my lap, and the broken glass. I don't think I'm in my car because why is this car covered in blood? I heard the voices of the people trying to talk to me in the car and ask me questions. I don't know if that was just the eyewitnesses at first or if that was already the EMTs and the ambulance and everything. I remember hearing voices. I don't remember seeing any of their faces at all. I still didn't know what was happening other than slowly piecing together the fact that this is my car and that's my blood, and obviously something bad had happened, but I didn't know what yet. I have no memory of being removed from the car and being in a stretcher and put into an ambulance. I have some memory of being in an ambulance. I was surprisingly still very coherent. I remember even having a little bit of a sense of humor because I can remember in the ambulance them asking me what day of the week is it, because they're trying to ascertain how bad of a hit did he take to the head. And I told them I don't know what day it is, but I said please don't hold that against me. I never know what day of the week it is. The next thing I can remember is being in the hospital room, and the police officer who took the report and had interviewed all the eyewitnesses is the first one that it's really explaining to me what happened and why am I there. I had figured out that I must have been in a car wreck, but he's explaining to me what happened, and the first thing he told me, he said, you shouldn't be here. He told me he didn't understand. He didn't see it happen, but he talked to the people that saw it happen, and none of them understand what they saw because it defies logic and physics and gravity and things that are normal in this world. And what they all saw doesn't make sense. They all told the cop that they've never seen a car move like that it moved in a way that was not human, that something was moving it in a different way than cars can move, and turning in a fashion that it can't turn that sharply, that a car can't do that. But the police officer in my hospital room keeps telling me that he doesn't understand how he's talking to me. He was telling me whether it was an army of angels or something moving my car, or the literal hand of God lifting it up because gravity stopped working for like 7 seconds at this intersection. And it doesn't make any sense because I'm the type of person that likes to deal with logic and facts, and it doesn't make sense.
Figuring out how to tell this story has been an exciting challenge. We had our initial table read in December of 2023, and the third draft of the screenplay was finalized in August of 2024. Watching the auditions for our trailer is an experience I'll never forget.
Definitely after watching the video you sent me, I think that helped a lot, like really understand the gravity of the story.
Yeah.
And definitely the shards of glass.
The fact that all the glass didn't even shatter. I should have been picking shards of glass out of my face. That entire thing should have caved in on me.
That's like the key to this whole scene. So there can definitely be like, take your time with that line. I think God made a mistake. You're telling her, I wish I did die that day. I don't want to be here.
Camera rolling.
Look at the photos. They said the glove box was sitting in my lap. How can you explain that?
This story has been trying to find a way to be told for nearly 25 years now. Even just the trailer is already resonating with a wide audience all over the world. But this project is completely out of our hands.
It is literally in your hands. Would you, yes, you watching, would you be willing to give $1 to help bring this story to life? Literally, $1 can make a difference, because if I can find enough people who will watch what you just saw and be willing to donate $1, then this saga will finally become real and widely available, and it can be a fully funded feature film shooting in my home state of Oklahoma under a SAG-AFTRA contract. Literally $1 can make that happen. And I know you're thinking it right now. Well, what's that gonna do? What good does me giving $1 do? That's not gonna do anything. Well, yeah, if everybody thinks just like that, then this will absolutely fall on its face. But like my friend Zoe proved, because she is the one person started this chain reaction. She decided to post a comment on the trailer thread on Facebook. Her doing that is what started the chain reaction to where our trailer got viewed over 10,000 times in just a couple weeks. One person made that difference. And I wish people could realize that that's literally all it takes, is for one person to start that chain reaction. Because if enough people in this world, if this video can spread all over the place, if enough people will watch this and realize that they can make a difference, then this movie will happen. What happened to my car that morning literally defied the laws of physics. And I think this is a story that has to be told, and I think it has to happen now. And if enough of you will get behind us, it will become a real movie. And trust me, I have had times in my life where I could not even spare $1. If that happens to be your situation, would you consider sharing this on Facebook? Post a comment on this video. Don't just click the like button. That does nothing. If you actually stop and just write a little something on this video, that kicks the algorithm into gear. It starts showing up for more people. You can help. Let people see it. Tag somebody that you want to see this. Email it to them. Share it anywhere, all over your social media. Like, that's going to be the thing
that helps make this movie happen. And I'm getting contacted every day, multiple times a day, from people all over the world that are dying to know the full story, what actually happened. And we can't tell the full story without being able to do it as a full-length feature. Thank you for taking the time to watch this, and I hope if you can, that you'd be willing to throw $1 our way. If so, we can do this for real.
My reaction when I watched that trailer, powerful.
Emotional. Fascinating.
Very intense.
Literally on the edge of my seat.
I was shaking.
It really draws you in.
I have to know what happens.
This film needs to be made for real, y'all.
Let's roll it once and see if we need to make any other adjustments.
This is it, everyone. This is where we find out if Brett's movie gets to happen. Let's do it. Who's with me? It's such an important story that needs to be told.